Hey y'all, I'm Laura Ray Dickey, CEO of Dickey's Barbecue Restaurants, and I'm here with our VP of Culinary and R&D chef, Matt Burton, who also happens to be one of my most favorite people in the whole world.
Well, thanks, Laura. The feeling is obviously mutual. Now, today we're talking about a key step that can take your barbecue to the next level. Brining. With over 80 years of legit Texas barbecue, here at Dickey's, we know a thing or two about making our meat tender, juicy, and packed with flavor.
That's right, and brining plays a huge role in that, right, Chef?
Absolutely. Now, there's two main types of brining. There's wet brining and there's dry brining, and today we're going to go diving into both.
So let's start with the wet brining. What's that all about?
So, wet brining it's really simple. It's submerging your meat in a salty water solution. The basic ratio is really 1 cup of kosher salt to 1 gallon of water. And always use kosher salt because table salt has iodine, which can cause some off colors and some odd flavors.
Ah, so wet brining helps add that moisture.
Absolutely, exactly. And it's great for lean cuts like turkey, chicken, or pork chops. The salt water gets deep into the meat, making it extra juicy. But there's a trade-off. Because it keeps the surface too moist, it makes it hard to get that crispy skin or great sear.
Oh, see, that's really good to know. So how long should you use a wet brine?
Well, now timing is key really with any brine. So usually about an hour per pound for meat. So if you think like a big turkey, a big turkey might need 12 to 24 hours, while delicate seafood, like when I use scallops, I use it just about as little as 30 minutes, really.
Oh, okay.
So always brine under refrigeration, and after brining, rinse the meat to remove excess salt. Over brining can make the meat mushy, and really nobody wants that.
And now let's talk about that dry brining. I know that's what we use here at Dickey's, right?
That's right, that's right. At Dickey's, we used dry brining specifically for all of our barbecue. It's all about creating a deep flavor while keeping the surface dry enough to develop that beautiful bark and perfect sear.
And that makes sense because the bark is so important. So how does dry brining work exactly?
Absolutely. Now, well, basically you just rub kosher salt and any seasoning right into the surface of the meat. The salt draws the moisture out at first, but then when the meat reabsorbs it along with all that flavor over some time, it gives you a juicy meat and that crispy skin or bark that barbecue lovers crave.
And that's a win-win, right? So wet brine for moisture, dry brine for flavor and texture.
Exactly. And that's why we dry brine here at Dickey's. It lets us get great signature smoky flavor and bark that makes our barbecue legit.
Well, you are always full of such great information.
Oh my God, I totally thought you were going to say I was full of something else.
No, not on camera. I would never say that.
Well, okay, hey, that's fine.
But you know, I am just kidding.
I know.
Thanks for joining us for another Behind the Barbecue. So whether you're wet brining or dry brining, it's all about making our barbecue the best it can be.
See you next time.